Yes, good evening. You're very welcome along to Weavers Park. The thoughts of Kevin Doherty and John Russell ahead of tonight's game. Of course, as we said, they're at the sides meeting again next Friday in the league, with all eyes on the FAI Cup this evening. You're very welcome along to our broadcast on lmfm.ie and LOI TV. David Sheehan and Paul Crowley on commentary duty with you tonight. It's a miserable enough evening here in Drogheda. The rain has been falling fairly steadily since we arrived at the ground around about 6 o'clock, but no doubt there'll still be a good atmosphere and a scattering of Sligo fans over on that far side at the minute, so fair play to those hardy souls. Ryan Brennan and Evan Weir combine down the left hand side, cross to the back post towards Darren Markey, and it's a good bit of defending from Lafferty. Gets his head to that one, hooks it back over his head. Moran has to help him out, drops to Noon, nice touch from him on the edge of the box. Back to Luke Heaney, plays it in towards the penalty spot. Brandon Falk is at the back, and it's a good strike from Dale Rooney. It's straight at McNicholas. He really caught that one beautifully, Rooney, and if it was anywhere else but down the keeper's throat, you feel like it would have rattled the back of the net, and as it was, McNicholas, I think he probably saw it late, Paul, but a really good strike from Rooney. He'll be disappointed he didn't find the corner.
It's brilliant. He nearly catches it too well. It's just hopped. You don't want it to fall to anyone else. He catches it on the money. Still mad, isn't it? The only place on the pitch it's not obstruction, and you absolutely shield someone to death, like at the end line, like, and just still a rule that can't be got right, and probably never will be.
It's one of those. Don't see it given too often. That's going to be offside, is it, against Radosabljevic? No, the flag stays down. They're going to have to get back here. Is that a penalty? It is. It was Gary Deegan. I thought he got a little touch on the ball, but I think he got more of the player. We'll see a replay in a second, but it's going to be a penalty to Sligo Rovers. I thought the flag was going to go up against Radosabljevic initially. It didn't. He was through, and Gary Deegan got back, but was just a little bit careless, at least according to the referee. Here it is again. Arms went up. Flag stayed down.
Here he is stepping up now.
So a yellow card for Evan Weir amidst all that confusion. And here is Max Mata, goal number 12 coming up for him, is it? Yes it is, back of the net. Absolutely buries it. Sligo Rovers lead by a goal to nil here, and Paul, there was never any doubt about where that was going to end up.
No, you can see him, he's completely confident, he's in flying form. He hasn't had any chances in the game, but Wogan goes the wrong way, and if he goes the right way, I don't think he's going to save that anyway. It's really low, and it's top of the foot in the bottom corner.
Absolutely stitches that one into the bottom corner. Max Mata scored the equaliser against Drogheda United at the Showgrounds earlier this season, and he has put them ahead here in the FAI Cup at Weavers Park. I don't think we had any doubt about it at all when he stepped up, Max Mata. Here it is again. Andrew Wogan bouncing up and down on the goal line. Mata comes up, left-footed, absolutely buries it into the bottom corner. Not a chance for the goalkeeper, as Paul said, even if he went the right way. And it's Drogheda United 0, Sligo Rovers 1, and we've had 42 minutes here at Weavers Park. Lafferty will take the throw in. Bulger gets it back. He's got Brennan closing him down. Bulger, and that's good pressure from Ryan Brennan. Sligo captain gives it away, and now Ryan Brennan can break away. It's a lovely little back flick to Darren Markey. Beautiful bit of play from Ryan Brennan. He was talking about potentially thinking about hanging up with boots, but he's got plenty of life left. And good ball in from Foley, and it's come all the way to Weir at the back stick across the face of the goal. It's been saved with a combination of Mahan and McNicholas. Good play from Drogheda. Paul, they've definitely upped the ante a little bit.
Yeah, Brennan does brilliant there in the middle of the park. I think he deceives everybody, including us up here above him. Markey will pick out the pass, but when that falls to Weir, I'm thinking do exactly what he did. Drive it across the face of the goal, because it can go off anybody, it can go in off someone's foot, it can go straight in.
Rooney comes short. Instead he goes to Brennan, who tries to get a little flick on it towards Rooney, but he couldn't quite direct it into the path of the left winger. But this ball is broken to Rooney now down the left hand side inadvertently. He can get the ball in towards the back stick. It's Foley who's in such great form at the moment. Can he finish it? He can! What a finish from Adam Foley at the second attempt. We talked about the form he was in. 4 and 5, it's 5 and 6, Paul. This man cannot stop scoring for Drogheda at the moment.
Yeah, he arrives at the right time, right around the back post. Probably can't believe his luck that it falls back to him a second time, but listen, right place, right time, and at the minute you don't want to fall to anyone else but Adam Foley.
Well, it broke fairly fortuitously to Dale Rooney, and ball into the box. It was Foley at the back stick. It was initially blocked by McNicholas, but he finished it really well high into the far corner. Here it is again. Ball just found its way to Rooney down that left hand side. Really good ball into Foley. The header was saved, but took a touch and a really composed finish, Paul, because that would have been an easy one to snatch at. Did really well, took his time, finished it well.
He did, he finished it really well, because second time it comes around he made sure he didn't rush it like the first one. First one he does well.
Martello, but it's intercepted by Deegan, and now Rooney once again can get the cross in. Mahon clears it as he's falling back. There's nobody on the edge of the box to pick it up. Now here's Foley. He manages to backtrack to gather it. Heaney can get the cross in with his right foot. It's a decent ball in, but Bulger again heads that one away. I'm not quite sure he knew where it was going. Laverty saves the corner, but he's only played it back across to the far side where Weir picks it up. Rooney. It's a good play. Weir gets in. The cross comes in, and there's a couple of players there. Another shout for a penalty there. Well, it looked like. And now Daniel Lafferty, I think he's going to be in a bit of trouble if that's been seen, and it could be a penalty as well.
He is gone.
It's a straight red card for Daniel Lafferty. There was a bit of a scuffle on the ground between himself and Robinson, and that's going to have to be a penalty, Paul, surely.
Yeah, listen, it's afters though. I'm looking at the referee here now to see his body language. It has to be a penalty. The linesman's get involved. When it happened on the ground, I actually seen the afters, but the linesman didn't flag to help the referee out, which I thought he would have. So the referee's at the spotting it himself. But listen, they've tangled like two worms on the ground. We've seen them wrangling, but he's reacted straight away. You can see it.
And it is going to be a penalty. It's going to be Ryan Brennan to take it. We'll have another look at that. We get a chance before this penalty is taken. Ball was played in. Looks like he's going to be getting spoken to, or perhaps one of his staff. And it's a red card for the Sligo backroom team, and now the fourth official is having to intervene.
And that's where the problem lies tonight, not with the referee.
So Ryan Brennan, who scored last week, 3 goals so far this season. Opportunity to give Drogheda a 2-1 lead as we approach the last 10 minutes. Up he comes, and he sticks it away down the middle. Drogheda lead by 2 goals to 1. All his experience there, Paul, waiting for the keeper to go and put it down the centre.
It's cool, isn't it? As I said, it's the way he's playing, it's the way he's performing, it's everything about him these days. Very cool. Not going to smash it left or right, and the keeper's so frustrated because it's one of them that you actually dive and it just goes up over your foot. I think he nearly gets a foot on it, but how cool and composed is that in the 80th minute and the game at 1-1.
Here's a replay of the incident again. Now it'll be very interesting to see this one. It was Rooney again, a lovely little spin from him. Weir put the ball in. Lafferty's holding on to Ryan Brennan there, but there was nothing given at that point. But it's what happened after this.
You can see it there just in the back of the camera.
It's hard to see exactly what happened, but
it's just at the back. I seen it happen, but it's just outside the edge of the camera. You can see him getting spun on the ground.
Yeah, well, whatever the referee saw, it was definitely a straight red, so he must have deemed it to be fairly serious. It was hard to see from that replay if it was anything more than a bit of rolling around in the ground and a bit of pulling and dragging, but in any case, Drogheda got the penalty. They lead by 2 goals to 1.
Haven't offered enough tonight. They haven't hurt Drogheda enough.
And there goes the full-time whistle. Drogheda United are through to the second round of the FAI Cup. Nando Pineacker kicks the ball in frustration and almost takes the head off Dale Rooney. But Drogheda United have seen it out here. They were 1-0 down at half-time after that penalty was awarded in the 42nd minute for the foul on Stefan Radosavljevic. Max Mattis stood up and fired it home emphatically. Drogheda United found the equaliser early enough stages in the second half when Adam Foley finished well. We thought it was important for him to get that equaliser. It was 57 minutes when Foley fired home from close range after his initial header was saved well by McNicholas, and then Ryan Brennan stepped up with 10 minutes of normal time remaining from the penalty spot as well to finish it off and give Drogheda a 2-1 win